Hey everybody, I know it's a very divided time in our country right now, so I'd like to kick this off with a little chant that allows both sides to express themselves, Republicans and Democrats, okay? And if you don't fit into one of those two sides, that's perfectly fine. Just cram yourself into one of those two sides. That's just all you have to do, okay? That's how our political system works. So, yes, I'd like to do a chant here that allows both sides to express themselves, what their party stood for this last year, but also recognize how we all connect together in this one country. Okay? So, for all my loyal Republicans in the audience, when I say race war, okay, when I say race war, I would like all of you to give me a hearty, full-throated, hell yeah. Right? And I'd like you to follow that up by yelling out the name of whichever minority group you would like to commit a pogrom against. Just close your eyes, think of your community, and imagine where you want that communal violence to go. And I know I'm looking at some of the faces, I know what you guys are thinking. How do I choose just one, right? Guys, there are the catch-all categories. If you're traditional conservatives, there's colored. If you are on the alt-right, there's mud race. I get a lot of mud race on Twitter. If you are a modern, sophisticated conservative who wants to move past this kind of ugliness, there's the term you people. A lot of options. As always. Well, let's be fair here. Let's be fair. This was not just race war, race war. This was big tech race war. This was inclusive race war. So when I say yell at a minority group, yes, that can be an ethnic minority or a racial minority, but it could also be a religious minority, sexual orientation, women, altogether. Not technically a minority, okay, I'll give you that, but you know what? Go wild with it. You're all in, go wild with it. Go wild with it like you would in the anonymity of one of those pogroms. And let's be fair, you don't have to go wild with it, you just have to look the other way. Okay, so we've got our Republicans covered. Now for my Democrats, for all my Democrats, when I yell class war, okay, when I yell class war, I would like all of you, when I yell class war, I would like all of you to go, very good, sir. Very clever, all right? You got us. Okay, you are a cut-up, but just cut it out, okay? just cut it out. Cut it out! Class war? Look, we have a variety of interests to represent. Elon Musk is going to make this fascism very eco-friendly. Class war. You're embarrassing us. Stop it. Stop it. No. 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 All right, can we all give that chant one try? It's a very surprising year we went through. Another year of the declining neoliberal economic order that's been driving down wages for decades, and the rise of a fascist populist movement. Who could have seen that one coming, right? Just out of the blue with that. If you guys were wondering about my appearance here, you had trouble deciding during the pogrom section, I am a Sikh by background. You can pronounce it either way, Sikh or Sikh. Both lead to terrible, terrible puns, okay? And you're all invited after the show not to share any of those with me. No. No. Understand each other? Sikhs got a taste of that race war this year. It was explained in the press as a confusion between Sikhs and Muslims followers of a completely separate religion. But I think where we stand today, I think we can acknowledge that it was really more a matter of certain politicians advertising a 2-for-1 deal to white supremacists. The art of the deal. But now is not a time for anger. This is a time for understanding. And I do think I understand how this confusion came about with the turban. I think 10% of that confusion is seeing Bin Laden in those videos wearing a turban, some of these ISIS types in their videos. That's 10%. Then I think 90% is Jeff Dunham. We're all familiar with Jeff Dunham, the Comedy Addict favorite. I used to think that was really where it was at. If you're not familiar with Jeff Dunham, he has the terrorist puppet, I'll kill you, right? Everyone's familiar, right? The ultimate tease because he never ends up killing Jeff Dunham. And you have to sit through another round of corny jokes with somebody and pretend like it doesn't bother you. I used to think that was an important thing to bring up in stand-up comedy. Taking apart a comedian, an alleged comedian, putting out this idea that terrorists are people who wear turbans, putting that out to an American audience, when in fact the vast majority of Americans who wear turbans are Sikhs like myself, a community that's been dealing with hate crimes. In fact, there were Sikhs in the US who suffered a terrorist attack in 2012 when a neo-Nazi gunman came into a Gurdwara, a Sikh temple, and shot 10 people, killing 6 of them, leaving 1 man in a coma. That was in Oak Creek, Wisconsin. But where are we now, 5 years later? We had a man who's completely ambivalent to white supremacists organizing around his campaign. 2 weeks into his campaign, there's an attack almost just like that in Quebec City where 6 people were killed at a mosque. And this president, this administration couldn't even comment on it. And we've had these attacks in Portland and also in Maryland. Guys, I'm not trying to get on my soapbox here. I just think we need to understand that it's no longer about hacky depictions of you in the culture. The whole culture's gone hack, and stand-up, you have to respect where the culture is at. So I'd like to meet the culture. I'd like to do that with a little bit of comedic ventriloquism. So if you could just bear with me. Guys, I have a very special friend with me tonight, a member of the alt-right, more on the stabby end than the meme end. Guys, please, let me introduce you to Bob, the taken alive into custody terrorist. Bob is a neo-Nazi, as you can tell by the suspenders. And I'm just gonna let Bob here take it away, all right? Go for it, Bob. Brothers and sisters, we gotta get ready for this coming race war. I want to see the blood of those worthless mud races covering the streets. I want to see their blood everywhere, everywhere. Okay, this isn't going over quite how I hoped it would. And I do think I understand the problem here. You guys can see my lips moving? Guys, this is really embarrassing. Just give me a second. Ventriloquism's really an art. Guys, just give me one more try at this. I'm really sorry. Oh, God, it's so embarrassing. Guys, what the... Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing right now? This is some fantastic ventriloquism. I know this is a mud race person, but I cannot see those lips moving at all. At all, guys. Give it up for this ventriloquism. Give it up. Guys, I understand that this is a complicated bit. There's a whole lot going on. You've got Muslims, you've got Sikhs, you've got terrorists, you've got neo-Nazis, you've got puppets, you've got turbans, you've got suspenders. It's a lot to keep track of. But there's one point I want to leave you with here all tonight, one point to consider for yourselves. Why the hell is ventriloquism still a thing? You all have HDTVs at home. It doesn't matter how good the guy is, you can see those lips moving. It's ridiculous that someone can go out there, take the most base and inane ethnic jokes, recycle them with a few colorful, goofy puppets, and make millions and millions of dollars at it. When you've got people all over this country doing comedy for nothing or next to nothing, just trying to get better at the craft, trying to make people laugh. Guys, in 2017, ventriloquism is nothing less than terrorism. I need you all to go home tonight and write your congressman and ask them to end it. Because they made it very clear they're not going to do anything about this race war in this classroom. You cannot have love trump hate if they have no love for people of color, no love for the vast majority of Americans who are getting by paycheck to paycheck. Guys, I do want to end here on the proper note. I do want to salute the indisputable winner of this election, the winner that knew how to play it correctly to both sides, the winner that represents a powerful set of coalitions that cannot be denied. Guys, please join me. For everything you've done, for the position you put us in, Goldman Sachs, I salute you. Thank you very much. Arson, everyone. All right.